Get in here. Get in.
This better be worth my time, lady. Because yours is the last face I want to see today. Ladies.
Yeah, listen to me. I'm doing the talking, so you're going to listen up. Do you understand me?
You have a big mouth, lady. Why don't you say we leave the kiss and go get in?
Damn hands off her, Alex.
Don't get crazy on me,
I'm not afraid of you.
Do you have anything to prove to him?
Come on! Show me what you
I
got!
swear to God, if you touch my son, I swear
What?
to God.
You gonna stop me? Where's your bodyguard?
Hey, back off!
Hey! You're on my list, too! Ha ha!
Nikki, I thought you were gonna let this lie for a bit.
No, that was never my intention. Why would you think that?
Well, no reason, I guess.
You know how desperate I am to find Joshua's brother. Haven't you heard anything?
Well, the trail is awfully cold.
Well, Paul, what can I do? I mean, do you need more money, for more resources? I will give you anything you need.
You know, Nick, it's not easy to find people, especially when it's been so long since anyone's heard from him.
Well, you have to keep trying. Please, you know how much this is weighing on me. I need to find out. I am desperate. You've got to find him. Paul, what is it? What aren't you telling me?
Hey.
Hey. Anything in that bag for me?
No, just healthy stuff.
Gross. So what'd you do last night?
Nothing too exciting. Watched a movie, wrote a few emails.
Sounds better than what I did.
You came home at like midnight. Where were you?
I was stuck at the colonnade room with Brittany.
The colonnade room. Wow, look at you, Mr. Big Spender.
No. Her parents invited us. They had that big harvest ball thing.
Oh, yeah, my grandma said something about that.
Yeah, I saw her there with Esther and some guy.
Yeah, that's her fiance, Arthur. So wait, you didn't have a good time?
Well, having dinner with Fred and Anita Hodges isn't exactly my idea of fun.
And why'd you go?
Brittany wrote me into it. Her parents wanted to celebrate our big news.
What news?
Oh, you haven't heard? Brittany and I are engaged.
Well, if it isn't the future Mrs. J.T. Hellstrom.
Please don't be upset.
Me be upset? Why would I be upset? Because you felt the need to lie to your parents and tell me you're marrying J.T. instead of me?
I told you why I did it.
Yeah, so they wouldn't get on your case?
Which they totally would if they found out we're engaged.
Because I'm not good enough for their daughter.
Don't feel bad. Ralph sure wasn't. Frankly, I'm not sure anyone is.
Oh, I don't know. J.T. looked pretty cozy with them last night.
I'm going to tell them eventually. I just need more time.
See, that's what I don't get. If they hate my guts, then they hate my guts. A little more time isn't going to change anything.
You never know. It might. Just let me work on them, okay? Please. I know I can make them see what a terrific guy you are.
And when are you going to tell them? When you're out shopping for a wedding dress with your mother? Or after your father gets back from a round of golf with his future son-in-law, J.T.? Don't you see how crazy this is?
I know how to handle my parents.
They're going to go nuts when they find out that you lied to them.
Let me worry about that.
Why can't you just tell them the truth and be straight with them?
Because if I do that,
If you do that, what? What is the worst thing that could possibly happen?
they will never be on board with this wedding.
Yes, so?
Bobby,
Hey, if they don't want to come to the wedding, that's their choice.
but this is my wedding. I've been dreaming about this ever since I was a little girl. I want my parents to be there. I'm sorry if you don't get that.
Oh, I get it. Trust me, but this is ridiculous. You are not a little girl anymore. You're a grown-up. Start acting like it. You gotta stop letting Fred and Anita run your life.
Yeah, this is Victor Newman. I just want you to... Right. Right, he's coming over to... Right. He must have called you. Thank you. Bye.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
No, come in.
I was looking for Nick. I'm gonna take him out for
You
lunch.
just missed him. He's picking up some supplies.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what about you then? Lunch on me.
How nice of you to offer. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm tied to my desk for a while.
Some things never change, huh?
Unfortunately, you're right about that. Have a seat.
Except for Nicholas and you, huh? Finally working together again. I'm glad he's giving this place priority.
So am I. And if anyone had reason to be preoccupied, it certainly was my son.
Let's not go there.
I've got to tell you, watching the two of you together last night was very nice, you know. Seems you're on solid ground again.
Yeah. These last few weeks have been really amazing for us. And we're very lucky. I just wish...
Wish what?
I wish that things were the same for you and Nikki.
Have you talked to her about me or what?
Oh, no. I know there's tension between you two. I noticed it at the dance.
I certainly had hoped it would have been otherwise, but it wasn't meant to be.
Hey, Lily, I didn't even hear you come in.
What are you doing home?
Well, I knew you had a short day. Picked up some Chinese, thought we'd have some lunch together.
Just you and me?
Nah, silly, your mom's home too. Come on.
Hey, Combs. Fun, look at you. Hi.
Hi, sweet. Let's eat.
Actually, I can't. I have homework to do.
Oh, come
Oh, come on now. I picked up shrimp and snow peas, your favorite.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, but I'm not hungry. Sweetie, please keep us company. Do I have to?
What? We're not cool like that? Yeah, it's gonna cramp your style to hang out with us old folks?
Oh, speak for yourself.
Whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Daddy got shrimp and snow peas.
All right, back up, fool. What are you coming at me for? None of this was my idea.
I want to be a hero. I want all the girls to like me.
I never made any kind of deal with you.
I hooked you up, bro.
Yeah, big man? Well, drugging Lily was never part of the deal.
Keeping it real, Kev. Keeping it real. Just like you wanted.
I never wanted Lily to get hurt.
I made you a star, man. Had you in the papers and everything. Because of you, I can barely show my face around town. And no one does that to me. All right. Enough.
Your days of intimidating my son and his friends are over. Do you get that? They're over.
My parents don't ruin my life.
Yeah, you could have fooled me.
Why is it so terrible that I want them at my wedding?
That's not terrible. That's great. But at some point, you got to stop trying to please other people and do what makes you happy.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I can't tell them. Not now.
It's unbelievable.
I wish it didn't have to be this way.
Was this whole charade JT's idea?
No. Why would you think that?
Well, it's obvious the guy's got a thing for you.
Please, JT and I are just friends.
Really? Does he know that?
He didn't even want to be involved. I made him do it.
Oh, you had to really twist his arm.
Don't tell me you're jealous of JT.
No, I'm not jealous of anybody, but this whole scenario is making me start to wonder, do you really want to go through with this marriage? And be honest with me.
Of course I do. I accepted your proposal, didn't I? I'm wearing your ring. We're getting married this fall. What more can I do?
You go to the airport with me, get on a plane, we'll go to Vegas.
Right.
I'm serious. Let's just forget all this crazy stuff. Let's go to Vegas. We can get married today. What do you say?
Well, I'm sorry, Nikki. I don't have more information to give you.
But if you did, you would tell me, right? Paul, what's going on? Something is.
Your husband asked to see me. He is concerned about you, and quite frankly, so am I. Nikki, you are dealing with some heavy-duty stuff here.
All the more reason for me to find this man.
Victor doesn't think that's such a good idea.
Well, that's too bad. He didn't hire you.
But he did ask me to continue the investigation under his auspices. He wants me to keep whatever I find under wraps until you've had a chance to make peace with what's happened.
My God, and you agreed to that?
Nikki, he told me you were on board with
I
it.
most certainly am not. How dare he? I told him that this is something I need to do.
Nick, listen, he is just trying to protect you.
I don't need his protection. The damage has already been done.
That's not necessarily true. You have no idea what kind of wounds you're going to open up by confronting Joshua's younger brother.
I already know what kind of wounds it's opened up in me.
That's different.
I need you to do this. I can barely get through a day without thinking about what happened every single moment and what I did to that family.
You know, even if I continue looking, there is no guarantee that I'm going to find this person.
Paul, you have to try.
All right, I will try, but I don't like what this is doing to you.
Please, just find his brother. Give me a chance to atone for the problems that I caused. I don't care if he hates me or thanks me for telling him what happened. He's the only one who can give me peace. He's the only one who can put this at rest. And he's probably spent his whole life wondering what happened to his brother. That's no way to live. Please, Paul. Please find him. He is the only one who can bring me peace.
Lily, what are you doing? Eat something, sweet.
I told you I wasn't hungry.
Sure you're not coming down with something now, right?
No, Dad.
You sure? Maybe you're a little...
Dad, stop.
Neil.
I'm fine.
Neil.
Okay, fine. How was school today?
Okay.
Wow. With details like that, I almost feel like I was there.
There's nothing to tell.
How about your day?
How about my day? What about it?
You know, the beauty pageant project. I'm anxious to hear what you've come up with.
Neil, I'd rather not talk about business at the table. Would you please pass me the beans?
Since when do you not want to talk about business at the table?
May I have the beans, please?
I mean, normally you want to talk about what you're doing at work all the time, how wonderful your presentation's going to be, how you're going to blow Phyllis out of the water.
Well, you know, there's nothing normal about what's going on right now.
Let's say that again.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Neil, look, I've got a lot on my mind, all right?
All right. All right, you two. I can see what's happening here. You're worried about Devon. Well, let me tell you something for the record, so am I.
No, you're not. You're the reason that he's gone.
I am not the reason that he's gone, and he's only been gone for 2 days.
2 days too many.
The point is, we can't let this stop us from functioning as a family. Now, I'm sorry that the boy ran off, but I'm not the one who led him on. I'm not the one who got his hopes up that he could stay. All along, I made sure that that wasn't an option, didn't I?
Dad, you are not sorry. You're glad to be rid of him. One less mouth to feed, right?
Oh, Lily, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm going to my room.
Wait, so you and Brittany were only pretending to be engaged?
A friend of Anita's saw us coming out of a bridal shop. And Brittany doesn't want to tell her parents she's actually marrying Bobby Marcino.
So she talked you into playing her fiance?
Mm-hmm. And I have to say, I did a pretty convincing job.
Whew. Well, that's a relief, because you had me scared there for a second.
Well, you don't think Brittany and I make a convincing couple?
Well, do you?
Anyway, I have to say, the night really sucked.
Well, hey, at least you got a free meal out of it, right?
Yeah, it's true. But I would have rather been here with you. We could have kicked back, had some pizza, watched a game.
Well, maybe we could do that tonight. You know, because I do owe you a date.
Oh, yeah. You do owe me a date.
Yes, I do.
That's right.
But if tonight doesn't work, I totally understand.
No, tonight's fine.
Because we could do it another time.
No, Mac, tonight's fine, really. It's cool.
You sure your fiance won't mind?
You know, we kind of have an open relationship.
Oh, good. That's healthy.
Yeah, it is.
I just remembered a couple more errands I have to run, so I'll see you later, okay?
All right.
And, don't eat all my food, okay?
This stuff? Don't worry about it.
I am not getting married in Las Vegas.
Give me one good reason why not.
I want my wedding to be special, Bobby. That means a church and a minister. Not some quickie ceremony at the Chapel O' Love with an Elvis impersonator and an all-you-can-eat buffet.
They have churches in Vegas.
Will my father walk me down the aisle?
Is your father being there that important to you?
Yes, Bobby, it really is.
Fine. Then what you're really saying is that this marriage is on hold until your parents come around. Because you know what? That just may never happen, unless that's the whole point of this.
What are you talking about?
Is this some kind of stall tactic?
No, of course not. I just want our wedding to be perfect. I want all the people we care about to be there, including my parents.
Then tell them the truth.
I will, when the time is right.
Okay, fine. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sit back and let you and JT play out this little game of yours. That'll be just fine. It's nice to know how much I mean to you.
This is pointless. I'm leaving.
Yeah, fine. Say hi to your fiancé for me, huh?
Hey, Brittany, how are you?
I have been very worried about Nikki's state of mind lately.
Yeah, she seemed troubled to me. I saw her leave the dance alone.
It's one of many episodes.
Well, is there anything I can do to help?
It's very nice of you to offer, but I don't think anyone can.
Is this some weird phase she's going through? I mean, does she wish that she could relive her youth? Because that would certainly explain a lot of things.
Explain what?
Just that I ran into her up at the main house the other night. She was on her way out.
And?
And I followed her.
What do you mean you followed her? Where?
This place called Maryland's.
You're talking about the strip joint. Yeah, I was aware that she entertained the idea of doing some business with that sleazy character who owns that place. But she's also aware of how much I disapprove of that. What was she doing there?
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
What? She just... whatever.
She sure showed you.
Oh, yeah. That's a woman's prerogative, isn't it? Storming out when I get mad.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was to change her mind.
Oh, yeah, they do that, too, until your head's spinning. And what's up with you? You don't look too happy either.
Oh, sometimes I wish I just had a simple life.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I had an unpleasant conversation with somebody.
And what did they say?
It's not what they said. It's what Victor did.
Oh, I didn't know that was coming. Every time you're in here and you're upset, Victor did this, Victor did that.
It didn't always used to be that way.
Oh, I bet it didn't. Sure, it didn't help you leaving the party early to come down the club.
Oh, he doesn't know about that. I can only imagine what he would say if he found that out.
Yeah, I can imagine, too. But you know what? Don't listen to him, because I wouldn't have this place without you. Nikki, you really make this place special.
Something wrong, Princess?
I don't want to talk about it.
Huh?
I'm doing this for him. But of course he can't see that because he's so pig-headed he can only think about himself.
Let me guess, you're talking about my friend, Bobby Marcino.
Yeah, I just got back from the club. He thinks I want out of this engagement. Can you believe that?
Do you want out?
No, and he knows that. He's just mad about last night.
Oh, well, I don't blame him, really.
So you're on his side?
For the first time, yeah, I think I am.
I don't take orders from a woman.
Really? Well, this time you're going to. This is how it's going to be. I want you out of our lives for good. And Lily Winter's life. And anybody remotely connected to us. Do you understand?
I think that's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. I don't want you to go near the rec center or into the coffee house or anywhere near us. Do you understand that? If you do, I'm going straight to the police.
Right.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to smell you. And I don't want to hear you. The party is over.
You won't go to the cops. Because they'll haul your precious son's butt off to jail for what he's done.
You think so? I got enough on you to put you away for 30 years. I'm willing to roll the dice. Are you?
No way am I going back to jail.
Shut up. This is what's going to happen. Daniel's a minor. It's your word against his. He doesn't have a record. My guess is you do. I have some very competent attorneys working for me that'll make sure he gets off, and you'll do time.
It's not going down like that. I've got my own witness.
Oh, really? You think your crew's going to come through for you? You think so? Especially when they find out that Victor Newman is on their tail?
Newman? I don't care about that old man.
Oh, you don't? You don't care about that old man? That old man is a friend of mine. Yeah. He's a very powerful man in Genoa City. He has resources, and he never gives up. He absolutely never gives up. He hates drugs, and he hates drug pushers. And when he finds out that you're behind that drug bust at the rec center, oh, he'll come after you. He'll come after you until you're locked up. And you know what? You'll wish you were. You don't want to fool around with Victor Newman.
Come on, tougher dudes.
I'm going to give you 10 minutes to get your butt out of here. Or else I'm going to Victor with everything.
You're bluffing. It's okay. I was gonna leave anyways. I've had to lay low ever since it went down.
That's real convenient. If I ever see you in this town again, anywhere near this town again, you'll be sorry. Do you understand?
You're a bunch of candy-ass punks anyway.
Lily's right, you know.
Lily's right about what?
You're happy that Devon's gone.
I am not happy that the boy is gone.
Okay, relieved then. Relieved.
Yeah, I admit. I was relieved when Child Services called and they found a group home here in town for him, but I never dreamt in a million years that he would run off the way he did.
I don't know why not. He was betrayed. Where else is he gonna go?
Whose fault is that?
Yours. Yours. Neil, you never helped that boy understand what that letter was about.
What could I have done? If he was so determined to take off, how am I supposed to stop him? You know, as long as we're talking about it, let's talk about this. Let's talk about betrayal. Huh?
Oh, here we go. All right, knock yourself out. It's not going to be anything I haven't heard already. Go ahead.
What was my wife doing at that strip joint?
Maybe you better ask her,
No,
Victor.
Sharon. I'm asking you. You were there.
You know, I think I'd better get going.
Sharon, please, you cannot tell me this and then leave without answering some questions.
Look, if you don't believe me, check out the receipts. The place doesn't do nearly as well when you're not here.
Bobby, I highly doubt people are coming here to see me.
What, you think I'm trying to shine you on? I mean it.
Yeah, I know, and you have the receipts to back it up, but...
But nothing. I wouldn't have a club without you. You knew exactly what I needed to do to turn this place around.
What are you doing, praising me for my business sense?
Yeah, that's right. I think you're a hell of a businesswoman.
Oh, come on.
Come on, what's a guy got to do here to give you a compliment?
You really think I'm a good businesswoman?
Are you kidding me? You taught me things that I wish I'd learned years ago.
Well, I guess I did learn something at Chabot, like how to get the most bang for your buck.
And that's what I'm talking about. You walk the walk, you talk the talk. And I don't say this about many people, but I am in awe of you.
Oh, all right, that's enough. Stop.
What's the matter? Why can't you see yourself as a serious businesswoman?
I don't know. I have never really thought of myself that way. Victor has never thought of me that way. He always regards my career as some silly hobby.
That's worse than I thought. I mean, it's one thing if the guy's driving you nuts, but if he can't see you for the incredible woman that you are, you gotta wonder.
Funny. I don't remember asking for your opinion.
Hey, I'm just being honest. If I were engaged, I wouldn't want my girl running around telling people she's marrying somebody else.
I'm only keeping it from my parents.
Oh, right. Like, they haven't told half the country club. You know, you better hope that they don't run into my parents, otherwise we're over.
I hate this.
Don't blame me. I warned you.
I didn't realize it would get this messy. I'm lying to my parents. Bobby and I are fighting. This should be one of the happiest times of my life, and instead, I'm totally stressed out.
Have a little faith. It'll work out. Somehow.
You won't blow my cover, will you, JT?
Oh, Brittany, look, I don't know how much more of this I can
just
take.
for a little while longer while I figure out what to do.
What you should do is tell Fred and Anita the truth. But hey, if this is what you want, if you want me to pretend to be your fiance, I'll keep pretending.
Thank you.
I should warn you, though. I told Mac everything.
What?
Come on, Neil, let's hear it.
Drusilla, you were the one who was never up front with me. Or with Devon, for that matter.
I was completely upfront with you. I told you that I love this kid and I wanted to take him in, and you're making it into a black and white issue. There is gray all over this. We're talking about a foster youth.
Oh, so what are you saying? That because I demand honesty, that I'm cold-hearted?
You know, you are one of the most compassionate people that I know, but there is something that frightens you about Devon. What is it?
I already told you the answer to that.
Oh, come on, Neil. Lily, she was so jazzed about Devon living with us. She's not anymore because he's done run away. She's sick with worry, and so am I.
Trust me, he can take care of himself.
At 16, why should he?
Okay, I realize that you think you can relate to this boy simply because of your past experiences,
Does it matter to you at all that a basically good kid may resort to old behavior, lying and stealing just to live?
Of course it matters.
Then do something about it already.
The police are doing everything they can.
Oh, Weber and his crew, have they found him yet?
I'm hoping that Devon will come to his senses and realize that he's got people who care about him, who want him to come back.
Do you hear what you're saying? Do you believe what you're saying? Because if you don't, that's the reason why he's not coming back, because he's going to be put in a group home that's going to break his spirit.
All right, well, I'm sure that there are options with
What
the
options?
system.
A group home or a group home? Neil, if there were options, do you really think I would have campaigned this hard to keep this boy with us until he emancipates?
Drusilla, just because I don't want him living with us doesn't mean that I think we should turn our backs on him. I've told you over and over again, I'm more than willing to offer support and guidance.
Then cut a check already and be done with it. It's not enough, Neil.
Well, baby, I'm sorry, but I haven't changed my mind. I am not ready to become this child's permanent foster parent.
You know, it's amazing how two people can love each other so much and see things so differently. It's a sad commentary on our marriage.
That was something else.
Mom, you were amazing. That was absolutely incredible.
I better go tell my brother before he does something.
Tell your brother the plan worked.
He knew?
Yeah, we worked it out together. He was my backup if anything happened.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
No, you won't see him around, Kevin. I don't want you associating with my son ever again.
I understand.
All right, I want you to get your stuff. I'm going to drive you to school. I'm going to tell the dean that you were with me so you won't get an unexcused absence.
That's it? No lecture?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. That I screwed up big time, maybe? That you just saved my life, kept me out of jail, or maybe even worse, or I don't know, that I owe you one?
Well, you already know that.
I'm sorry, Mom. Honest. I had no idea it was going to turn out this way.
I know you didn't deliberately try to hurt Lily Winters, right? But what you did was stupid and it was reckless.
Yeah, I know, totally.
Daniel, you made some really bad choices. I mean, if you call these people your friends...
Mom. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that going to school in Switzerland is like some kind of big deal. It's not. I would have given anything to have maybe grown up with a couple of rules, to have had a real family. To have had you. And I'm not just saying this to try and make excuses or anything. I just wanted you to know that I really appreciate what you just did for me right now. You really risked a lot and put yourself out there on the line, and no one's ever fought for me before. Thank you.
I love you, Daniel. I love you. I will always protect you. I will always protect you. Listen to me. I can't protect you if you deliberately make bad choices, all right? Do you understand that?
Yeah. So I told Mac that we're trying to con your parents. What's the big deal?
I don't trust her.
Oh, give me a break. She's not going to call your mom and tell her that we've been lying to her. Trust me, she's got better things to do.
What if my mom comes over here and Mac lets something slip?
She won't.
JT.
Hey, would you relax? Look, she's not going to say anything, okay? But if it makes you feel better, I'll say something to Mac when we go out tonight.
When you go out where?
On a date?
What? JT, how could you do this to me?
What? Do what? What are you talking about?
You're going out in public? What if someone sees you together and it gets back to my parents?
Oh, I don't know.
How am I supposed to explain that?
Tell them the truth. Tell them that Mac and I are roommates who decided to go out for a bite to eat. It's not that difficult.
I guess that would work. Just don't kiss her.
What? I'll just put my entire love life on hold for you.
Your love life?
Yeah.
Is that how you see Mackenzie?
So what if it is?
You and Mac? That's crazy.
It's no crazier than pretending to be your fiancé.
I don't know why I even bother. What is it with you men?
Look, it's obvious to everyone. You know, Nikki is going through something. And I don't want to say anything that's just going to make everything more difficult.
Sharon, wait a minute. Has she sworn you to secrecy?
You know, I feel like I've already ratted her out here. Can't you see you're putting me in a spot?
Wait a minute. You're saving me a trip down to that club. Now, if she did something unseemly, why don't you tell me? Because I'm going to find out anyway.
Okay, I saw her up on stage.
You saw her up on stage doing what?
Not what you think. Not stripping. She was, she introduced one of the dancers, and she was warming up the crowd, you know, that sort of
What do you mean
thing.
she was warming up the crowd? In other words, my wife spent time in that sleazy club, acting like a cheap carnival barker?
All right, just stop. You don't have to defend your old man to me.
You know what? I don't want to talk about Victor anymore. I don't want to talk about anything serious.
All right, that's a deal. I know you've had a lot on your mind lately.
That's right. And it feels so good to have a place to go to where I can just laugh and let my hair down.
Yeah, and it's nice to hear somebody tell you how much they appreciate you.
Yeah, I guess I could suffer through that.
I mean, if I had kept going, your head would have got so big that you wouldn't be able to get up
Oh,
there.
excuse me. I don't think that my ego is in danger of being inflated. Not like other people that I know.
You saying something out of my ego?
Not a thing. Anyway, it's very nice to not have to think about my problems for 5 minutes. It's a relief. Thanks. Well, I gotta go.
Nikki, don't go.
Monday, the Millers can't wait to welcome their new neighbor.
How'd you get a bottle of wine between our house and here?
I took it out of that gift basket.
Justine Bateman guests. Then, how do you deal with a rebellious daughter?
They're clean. I showered.
I showered too, but there's still several parts of my body I wouldn't want on the table.
You listen up after a new Still Standing